alive.
Yes, we are alive. Alive!
I'm not.
Kind of.
Kind of.
Little bit.
Barely. I think we should do this. I said to Miguel, we should do this in Portuguese, and then you should subtitle with the wrong subtitles in English. But
I would do that
in
if this was a. The problem with the live is I can't do that, but I could do this if it was a
We
recording.
we could do like one sentence in Portuguese, one sentence in English, then one in Portuguese, just to annoy everyone.
Então, boa noite.
Boa noite.
Boa
Então,
noite.
tá
Tudo
tudo?
bem? Está tudo.
Olá, amiguinhos.
Olá, amiguinhos. This is our introduction in Portuguese. Okay, so our guest tonight or today is Mr. Simpleton, Portuguese. We are not going to say his name because I'm sure that
It's
no
a
one
secret,
will understand.
Oh,
and
yeah,
it's
but
also a secret
It's also a secret, yes. But
because
But it's good
I'm with
because
the government and stuff.
yes, it's worse than Miguel Ribeiro.
yes, I'm sure
Maybe.
that yes, your name is too many R's, I think.
It is. Actually, my name is exactly Miguel Ribeiro. That's why I can't say it because
Well,
it's a
that
bit
is
confusing.
that is fancy, but that is another because we moved houses and we rented our apartment to someone called Miguel Ribeiro.
Hmm.
There's a strange thing here.
I think he didn't move.
No,
Yes.
we did.
You just wanted you to go to another house, and then he kept the other one.
We think
That's. Have you
the
seen this?
the DPD guy loved it because he's now he's very confused.
Have you seen this second Miguel Ribeiro? Have you
Yeah, I
seen
did
him?
because
Oh.
he works in the same company that I work for.
Okay.
So I got him to rent a house. It's like, okay, you are called Miguel Ribeiro. I know I can't trust you, but I will.
That's the only thing that the name. Okay, so we have 8 people watching. That's
Hello, 8 people.
8 people. So Mr. Simpleton is our friend for some time,
Hmm.
an internet friend.
Hmm.
Right now, the reason,
The best kind of friend.
yes,
That's what I'm going to say. There's no friends. There's no friends like an internet friend.
it's the first time we are talking to him,
Correct.
not in a chat.
Reason,
That's
which
right.
is it's a bit strange.
It is. It is. We maybe should just cancel this. It's really awkward.
The reason why we are using the Simpleton is because Mr. Simpleton is a. I'm not going to call you a YouTuber because that's an insult, but he has a YouTube channel which is called Simpleton Portuguese.
And I was going to say, in our
Makes
Discord,
sense.
that doesn't have a lot of people. There are at least 3 people that told us
Yes,
that they
there are
follow.
3 people trying to learn Portuguese through
Okay.
Simpleton Portuguese.
Uh,
One of them,
Good.
one of them has already learned to say "obrigado." I'm not
That's
sure if
see
he's here tonight. He'll probably show up, I think.
see how effective it is.
Yeah, it's working.
I'm not fooling around. This is serious.
Okay, so let's start by that because there are other things that we should talk about, but let's start by Simpleton Portuguese.
Hmm.
How did you start that, and how did the concept show up in your mind?
Why do people learn Portuguese? Sorry.
People learn Portuguese starting there. People learn Portuguese recently because they are running away from America and they want to move to Portugal because they think it's better here. They don't know, and then they want to be less foreign. They want to integrate a bit more, which is nice of them. And that's why they want to learn Portuguese. The other question, it started more or less during those fun years. Do you remember those fun years, like
We have to
2020?
talk about that, yes. Yes.
That's fun years, and I did some work, and then there was this guy on TV. It was like very tanned guy. I think it was prime minister or something. He
Oh
said
yes,
everything is closed. Everything is closed, including the work I did. So I didn't have anything to do, and I thought, why not do this? And then that's how I started. And as for the concept, um, I just there were now there are more, but there was a small number of YouTube channels teaching European Portuguese, and they were all very complicated and kind of boring, and they didn't I didn't really think that anyone would want to learn Portuguese by watching them, which is I'm wrong because they have a lot of views more than I do. So I decided to make it simple, and from there to Simpleton. And then later I was informed that Simpleton was offensive, and I thought about changing it. But I even polled people, and the poll told me don't change it. So I didn't change it because I always do things polls tell me to do. That's how I work. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a
Yeah.
wise choice.
But I have regarding learning Portuguese, so I work, and you probably don't know that. Some people that watch this already know. I work for a company, the multinational, American multinational in Portugal. I don't think I'm going to say the name on stream because
CIA. It's CIA, right?
no, it's actually the CEO from CIA, but it's not because I don't know, some crazy people can send hate mail to them, and that will be embarrassing.
Yes, it will be.
But we have a lot of foreigners
Mhm.
working in the. I need to recommend your channel. I haven't done it
I
yet because I
I think
forgot.
so.
But
I think you
what they
should.
say is they want to learn Portuguese, but one of the things that they say is that everywhere they go and they try to speak Portuguese, and people, no, no, I will speak English with you. And you're
Yeah.
like, but I want to speak Portuguese. Please let me try to practice. No, no, I can speak English. So this is
Y-
the problem. We are too nice, and we want to show people that
Yeah.
we can speak English with them when they
Yeah.
just want to
That's a
practice
problem.
Portuguese.
Yeah, lots of people tell me that. A lot of them think sometimes they even speak very decent Portuguese, and they start to think, oh, maybe I'm terrible. Everyone, I start in Portuguese, everyone comes back in English, and I have to tell them, no, people just want to speak English and they want to be nice. And I sometimes tell them uh, to pretend they don't speak English, which is hard if they're American or British, right? It's easier if they're from Norway, they can just pretend to speak just Norwegian and Portuguese. But yeah, yeah, we're too nice.
Is most of your audience living in Portugal, or some of them are living
I
in
would
their countries?
I would say, well, I don't need to guess because YouTube gives you statistics, right?
Yeah,
So most of
they are.
them are in Portugal. Yes.
So
Yeah.
you have about 10,000 subscribers, right?
I have about 10,000 subscribers, and that means that YouTube shows my new videos to around 50.
Yes, well, but
Not
that
not not thousand, 50 people. Yeah. And then half doesn't care, so I get 25 views. Yeah.
okay. But, well, anyway, but
This
what
shit is hard. But it means we
you
have
mean that
10,000 followers.
ten
That
thousand
much
are
means
living
you're
here?
living in Portugal, yes. More than that.
Okay, so I think you'll have another viewer because Jack McCarthy wants to learn Portuguese. Just
You need
because
to follow
it's
Simpleton
not a
Portuguese.
time to learn.
Mhm.
I'm advising you right now. It's not. I'm not a teacher, but I think it's not a easy
No,
lesson.
no, it's not. It's very annoying. The most annoying thing about it is the way it doesn't seem to have any logical rules. You can try to give rules, and then you're I'm explaining a rule to someone, and then I remember, oh God, there's that thing that will make the rule not make sense at all. And yeah, so learn Portuguese, but don't learn Portuguese. It's no.
But I actually have some people to recommend your channel to it. Well, at least two or three that don't live in Portugal. But
Hmm.
because I work for a multinational and they are in Poland, but they are connected with the our team here in Portugal. So they want to learn Portuguese. So maybe I can. And we had at least these three people from our Discord are not in Portugal. They are in the US, and one is in the Philippines. So I don't know why the hell they want to learn Portuguese.
Maybe they want to buy a house and move here.
Yeah,
And
everybody will buy a
yeah,
house and move here. Stop doing that.
Yeah, that's kind of annoying, especially when it's Hollywood stars saying that they want to move elsewhere because Trump won the last election. And
Well, at
it's,
least it's not Ellen DeGeneres, but I'm waiting for Robert De Niro to move here.
yes, it's very likely.
I could see Robert De Niro living in a village somewhere and just being nasty to everyone. Like, give me an autograph. No. I'd love that.
Senhor Roberto.
Senhor Roberto, deixa-me. And he would speak Portuguese. Deixa-me em paz.
So, what is the worst thing about trying to teach people to speak Portuguese?
There isn't really, well, the worst thing for me, the thing that is that demands more work is thinking about the things we normally don't think about when we speak the language, because we can use the conjuntivo and infinitivo pessoal and things like that, and we don't really think about it. But when you start to think about it, you come to that conclusion, oh god, this is horrible. And that's the hard part. Try to find a way to explain those things, uh, to find a way to explain that doesn't make people want to kill themselves. That's, yeah, that's the hardest part, because you don't want people to come to your YouTube channel to learn Portuguese, and then you don't want
Yes,
them to kill
that's
themselves because
that's
they don't click like and subscribe.
dead
Well,
people.
they already subscribed, but they
But
don't
they're
click
not going
like
to
again.
see. They're never going to
Oh,
see
maybe
that.
the problem is everybody kill themselves. So you have
Maybe that's, maybe that's it. Well, at least now they're subscribed forever, or until YouTube
Yeah, they cannot
uploads.
unsubscribe because that's very annoying. When people unsubscribe for your channel
Yes,
just after, oh, I don't like this channel after all. You
that's
did this
that's
video
that,
now.
that's the
that usually
problem.
happens with us when we have some guests. There are some more subscribers, but then they unsubscribe.
We never do a video, we lose subscribers.
Yeah,
Now they're thinking, who is this guy? Why aren't they talking about RPGs? Who is this person? Yeah, click
we will
everywhere.
talk about RPGs.
Okay,
We just talk about our
Not that much.
RPGs.
Yeah.
That's
okay.
why
Well,
people like us.
we have already told people that you are not a role player, but you
I don't know.
do play games,
I play games.
video games. So you have played role playing games, and I'm sure you have
Yes.
already played role playing games, but in your computer, which is a little bit different.
Actually,
Well, I'll say, if you ever
console,
want to
because my
try a
computer is
role-playing
rubbish.
game, you can play. You are
Yeah.
invited to play with us.
Okay,
Yes, there are.
I know you
I've
don't
watched you
want to,
play. I've watched you play on some of your online sessions.
but that's boring. When you are watching this,
Okay, there's another. I
We
think
got another one.
Josh wants to learn Portuguese as well.
I'm an NPC in an upcoming Red Room production. I'm not sure that's positive.
I'm not sure. Yeah, well, an NPC usually is a bad thing, but it depends. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about other stuff besides Simpleton Portuguese. A long
though we
time
make him come
and
back
now
to it. When I
the
remember about the stupid people that don't speak Portuguese with whom I work with. But let's.
Do they watch this video? Do they know you're calling them
No, they
stupid?
will not. That's why I'm saying
Okay,
that
good.
not all of them are stupid. Just some.
Okay,
so it was a
okay.
positive thing to be an NPC. Okay. A long time before you were teaching foreigners to speak Portuguese, you were, I guess, one of the first people in Portugal, at least, to do probably the first person in Portugal to do a website that was a news, humoristic news website,
Occasionally, yes.
and it's still alive. I think I'm not sure about the website. I haven't been there, but it's
it's
still.
it's still alive. I recently discovered that there was a one of those DNS problems, and it spent like it was offline for like half a year, and I didn't realize. So
Yeah,
that,
nowadays people use other stuff. So it's
yeah,
a Facebook page, right?
yeah. The website is back. Nobody goes there, but it's back.
Yeah, no,
I
no.
don't go there.
So it's not updated anymore.
Occasionally, occasionally when I feel like also it doesn't really have an audience. It sometimes I put things there because I want to, not
Not even
really.
on Facebook. The Facebook page is still.
Yeah, occasionally, like last time, what did I do? I published something about. It's one of those articles about how bad video games are for kids and young people, and there was a stupid photo of a kid playing Fortnite, and on the TV, he wasn't looking at the TV, he was looking at
Yeah, yeah. So I
the
saw that.
TV
Yeah,
with the game. Yeah, and
there's a guy
there's
with
a
a
guy with a with a COVID mask, and the comment was, "Thank you, Fortnite, for saving this youth from whatever is going on that TV."
Okay, so that was the kind of website that you can compare to the Onion or something like that, but in Portuguese.
In Portuguese, and with the 0.00000, etc.
Mm,
Yes,
1% of the audience. Yes,
yeah. Well,
yeah, because it's in
much
Portugal.
funnier because the Onion right now is it's just it's not funny anymore. It
I
hasn't
haven't
been
been
funny
there
for
in years. I
yeah, I
don't
think
know.
it's for but 10 years. It's probably not funny anymore.
Mhm.
Uh, but that was a an interesting, I guess,
Miguel's going to take you down the memory lane because it
yeah.
just he's
Well,
a
The
guy that
man.
is
that was
connected to the past
I'm
always.
not sure when it started, but it was well early 2000s or late 1900s.
1900. The 2001.
Last century.
2001.
So
No, no, not
long
last.
time.
Damn it.
So I guess I found it when it was starting. I think yeah,
You
2000 probably.
were you at Correio da Manhã back
Not
then?
yet. No,
Not yet.
I was still at
Where?
Saint-Jean.
Ah, Senjor.
They're
The
eliminating our audience, but you don't care about them anyway. That's
No,
why you don't have any subscriptors.
guys, fuck off. We don't
Fuck
care about
you, you stupid
Senjor.
American.
Senjor is like Hogwarts, but in Portugal.
yes. So it's where you learn to do stupid
Yeah,
things.
to
Magic.
be
No
Magic.
one cares.
yeah, the
Miguel
horror.
Miguel was Gryffindor.
No, it was Slytherin.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Didn't want to
Yeah, I
offend.
think it wants to be Slytherin. He had no
Al-
idea
Almost Hitler.
what we were talking about, and that's funny.
We're talking about the journalism school. So that's
Yes.
So you were learning to be a whore.
yes. Yes.
You have
But
to learn somewhere.
I was never too good at that. That's just rubbish. I was a bad prostitute. And you too, I guess, because you also had I think you studied journalism at
I
college, right?
did. I
Yes.
did. I was a journalist for a month. Something.
You
And
had the
then
right. You learned quickly that it's not really a good.
I learned that during in school. I looked around at people that are now in on TV news. I looked
Mm,
around and I thought, oh my god, what am I doing here?
yeah, that's.
And yeah,
But still, you decided to do some humor about that. Uh,
yeah. When they teach you to do right news, at least you can use it for something
yeah.
constructive and make
Yes.
fun of news. So that's I used my education for something at least.
Which is probably a better way to use it because right now
Yeah.
those things is yeah.
Mm, yeah. Just
What do you think about what we have now? That the thing that
Miguel,
is called journalism. I
I
think this is
can do
the
it now, but this last comment from Jack McCarthy is funny. I think you should highlight it because Miguel took 10 years to quit. This is the
yeah. Okay,
trouble here. The
that's
reason
offensive
Jack
for me.
took 10 years.
Uh,
I needed the money. Okay, it's
yeah,
just like the hookers. I needed the money. Okay, so
just
and I
they
was
won't
not funny. I'm
they
not
won't
funny.
understand, but I could tell you that the newspaper I was a journalist in for a month was a Capital. So
Yes,
Hmm.
that's another problem. They wouldn't pay you, right? Yeah,
I,
no, it was an internship, and
yeah.
I didn't even finish that because it was too much.
I feel your pain, both of you, because so in high school I was good at letters, I recall letters in the sciences. But of course, I said, oh, writing can be a journalist, that would be fun. But then when I got to the ninth grade, I was like, oh no,
Mhm.
sciences is where I can get a job that's well paid. It didn't happen
Yes,
anyway, but
money.
I was like, no, I cannot go and I cannot go and be a journalist or whatever. That's not going to pay. I need to go to sciences. So
Yes, do go. Yeah, that was wise.
Okay,
But
so
I feel the pain. Yeah.
let's talk a little bit rubbish about journalism right now.
okay.
What do you think about what we have now? And I'm not talking about the Portuguese journalism only, but just in general.
Uh, it's basically just getting people to click things, right? That's
Yeah.
Clickbait.
that,
Yep.
yeah, nothing
That's
more.
a desperate.
Nothing more. TV, nobody watches TV. Nobody under 60 watches TV
Yeah,
anymore. And
and I think
that's,
that's the same in the whole
I think,
world.
everywhere. Yeah.
Yeah, everywhere.
That's why in Portugal, when you turn the TV on, all the ads are for hearing aids and those
Yeah.
Yeah.
mechanical chairs to go upstairs. It's
Viagra.
I never
Not
saw one for
Viagra, but
Viagra.
something that is like Viagra. It will make you more
Oh,
energetic
cheap
and
Viagra.
whatever.
That's
Yeah.
the awful.
Chinese Viagra.
Eish. And yeah, on paper newspapers are gone, I think.
But
And
there's
on
still exist,
and
I think. I haven't bought one, and I don't know. I can't remember many.
I think they're probably sold somewhere. The where they sell raspadinhas. I think sometimes
Yes.
I
you
think Correio da Manhã maybe
there's
still
a
sells at the
newspaper
coffee
there.
shops. Yes.
Yeah, my previous employers they still sell
They
some
do, and
Ebola, record,
Ebola,
those
yeah,
yes.
yeah,
they still sell. The
Coffee
ones
news.
that talk about sports,
sports, yeah. We're
soccer, it doesn't mean anything for the
alienating all your
very
audience now.
Yes, again, of course.
they are used to it. That's fine.
No, good.
But that's kind of it was a strange thing when journalism turned into social media in a slightly different way, worse way, I guess, because
When they're reporting what
pretend
someone said on Twitter.
they still pretend they are saying something important or at least newsworthy, but it's not really anything like that.
No, and it doesn't even go far beyond the title that you're clicking in.
Yeah.
So people click the title, and there's like one more line and a big picture, and, and
Yeah.
that's it.
So
That's
where do
it.
you get your news if you do get them anywhere?
Um, I spent a long while without getting them from anywhere, and then I realized things were happening I didn't know. Like, Russia invaded Ukraine, and so I tried to, you could say, force myself to go to one of the Portuguese newspapers, the one that starts with a P, and
Mhm.
just look at it and see what's going on.
I particularly hate that one. It's really long.
I don't like any of them, but well, you have to get it from somewhere.
I usually go on Twitter and get the news there.
You mean X?
Yeah, X, yes. Well, I still call it Twitter, but yes, X, X
X.
Twitter, and
Ex Twitter, exactly. It's
the X
not
Twitter.
Twitter anymore.
X, Twitter, or whatever. It's a bit. I go. I sometimes go there and publish things, but it's a bit like a very full closet. Like it's full to the brim, and you just open the door and throw something in and close it
I
again.
think the Portuguese Twitter is awful. The Portuguese X or
Oh
Twitter.
yeah, yeah.
Uh,
There is one.
Apparently there are some people there. There are activists talking about politics,
or
journalists.
so their lives extreme children or mentally children that are extreme right wing, no, left wing or extreme right wing, and they're clashing at each other.
Yeah, basically that's.
That
It's
sounds
weird.
like fun.
We are there more because of the role playing. There are a lot of people
Yeah,
there.
well,
There's
we are
a
there
lot of
not
people
because of
there.
that.
But when I look at the Portuguese Twitter, it's like, oh,
Yeah,
go away.
it's not a good. Yeah, it's not a good place to be. To
The
put.
only good thing about Twitter is that it's not Reddit.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, but it
Or Blue
is.
Sky,
Oh,
because apparently Blue Sky is also fun.
I tried Blue Sky. I opened an account in Blue Sky and I went there and everyone was screaming at each other and I thought, what's the difference? This is just like Twitter. It's blue. No, Twitter now is black, but
I
maybe
think
that's they
the
missed
worst
the blue.
people, the worst people on Twitter left Twitter, and now they are on Blue Sky. So it's probably.
Maybe,
Yeah, I think
maybe.
apparently that was the thing that happened. The people that hate Elon Musk left, and uh, and they are on Blue Sky now, complaining
One
about.
thing I feel about social media in general that makes me sad is that people, you cannot relate sarcasm and irony on social media. You write something in a
Yeah, that's the
sarcastic
problem.
way, and people are like, "Oh my God, are you saying that?
It's true.
Jesus,
Yeah.
I'm being sarcastic. Did you understand the tone? Oh no, you didn't, because this is Twitter or Facebook or whatever." That really annoys me.
For that Facebook came up with they have like the satire like brand. You write something and they classify it as satire. It says satire, so people will
But
know. Oh, this is not for real.
but you don't want to clarify. That's annoying.
Okay,
Even when
maybe I should try that because I keep getting some posts deleted because they are offensive or something.
Yes, and you can do that in the video too. Get the more alienation. Remember Tony Silva from o Tal
Yeah,
Canal? He had the girls with
Mars.
the signs. You can get one saying sarcasm, and when you say something and you hold it, and people know.
I understand that, but it really annoys me. So in real life, I remember a long time ago that I had to tell people, "Okay, I'm saying this, I'm being sarcastic." Then they got to know me, and they went.
and that's another question that
Team.
since you did some not work because it was probably just a pastime, but
Hmm.
in humor and right now, is it possible still to make jokes and
Um,
make fun of stuff?
I'm not sure. uh,
You're not trying anymore.
I'm not sure. There was going back those fun years. During those fun years,
Yes.
I
You're talking
said
about COVID, right? Yes, that's
those fun years. Yes, I still can't say it. That's the problem for
yeah.
during those fun years. First, you couldn't say COVID, then you couldn't say virus, then you couldn't say pandemic, then you couldn't say anything. Vaccine, you couldn't say anything. So I don't. I think I lost it. I don't know. I don't know how. I can't say things. I don't want to say things. I think I lost it, and so I don't try it, and I don't know if it's possible or not. I don't know.
That was a
I
very
Something that we say that we need to say for people that are listening that know that is that the Simpleton. Well, I'm going to say this without being offensive. That he used to be funny.
I used to be.
Now you are not because people don't
yeah.
allow you to make jokes.
That's
Yes,
It's probably a
yes.
thing.
It was a lot of. I made a joke, and the joke was about something that you couldn't joke about because it's very serious, and grannies are dying and stuff. And then Facebook would put something saying, I don't. What did it say? It was always the same thing. Like
There's
warning, warning. This posts blah blah blah, and I got tired of that, so I stopped saying it.
that was
That's why nobody uses Facebook anymore.
that's a that's a very good reason not to use it, because all that censorship was very
And
annoying.
one day it was gone. It was amazing. I would occasionally go there and just write. It wasn't even a proper post. I would delete it. I would just write COVID vaccine blah 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 blah, and then okay, still there. And then one day it wasn't there. It just like it never happened.
Amazing.
Amazing,
How
right?
disappear,
Yeah,
yeah. Those were very sad years.
they were
I
very funny, scientific, safe years.
Yes, yes, very safe. Yes. Well, there was a positive side. We started doing this.
Yeah,
This stupid shit.
yeah.
Are you calling that
Was that
positive?
during that
Okay.
time? I think probably there were some people that started buying our stuff because they had nothing else to do. So
And
they
they're
bought.
upset about everything that's going on.
Yeah, so probably it was a good thing for us. But at the time, I wasn't thinking about that. I was thinking about these people are all insane, and this is
I think I was thinking, ah, that's my thought
Isn't
inside my
it?
mind. Was this ah,
Being
this
the only
this
one, or the one of the few that is not insane around you, that is our feeling that the how is it called, that movie with Donald Sutherland, the invasion of the body snatchers. Eventually, it gets body snatched, but that was how I was feeling. Everybody around me is being
it was
body
horrible.
snatched.
We spent many hours talking about that and thinking
Yes.
everybody is crazy.
Oh
Now
my god.
then we found out that you
I'm
were
the
not
ones that
crazy.
are crazy.
It's a very good thing.
do you remember when people there was a time there was and then there you have short periods of things. There was the period in which at the beginning in which people would wear gloves. Do you remember that period?
Yeah, yes, yes, I remember.
That was a nice period. And the plastic, what do you call it in English? The visor, like the plastic,
I
not
don't know.
not the mask, the transparent.
The other thing, yes,
That
over
was
the face.
also amazing. And now you go to those people and say, "Do you remember when you used to wear that?" And you, no, never. That's stupid. I would never do that.
Okay, in retrospective, this is kind of funny, but not at the time.
Yeah,
Not yet. No,
yeah.
it's still not.
Yeah, well, there are still people doing that.
Well, I
Maybe
had
not
my
not the visor, but the face mask.
Yes, they
And
still they're
sometimes
still
my
doing.
sister at the time was working for a pharmaceutical company. So when you started, oh my god, everybody's going to die. Well, she was very hysterical, and she was getting very upset because my mother, my uncle, and my grandmother were not keeping with the quarantine. Oh my god, they need to stay home, especially because they live at Casa da Luz, so near Santa Maria. The area of Santa Maria is completely contaminated. Blah blah blah. They need to stay home. And they were like, well, I'm not going to tell them to
the funny
stay
thing
home.
is, they're all alive.
Yeah, they're all
I,
alive.
I was thinking now she's going to say, and they all died.
No, no,
No, they're all
they're all
She was
alive.
she was right. They all
No,
died.
she was completely hysterical. My mother, meanwhile, had a stroke because of the stress and because she's not going
Yeah,
to see this. So because she had a tendency to, she smoked too much, she drank too much, and with the stress, it probably increased it. She had a stroke.
yeah,
I went there when she had at that day. My sister went. We had to call an ambulance because she was having a stroke. She was not drunk. She was just having a stroke. And my sister came and she was like, "Don't touch." I was touching my grandmother on the shoulder. She's like, "Don't touch her. She may be infected."
claro.
I knew also your mind. But eventually she understood that it was, but she was like, "Oh, everything around has is infected."
Yes, there's
I
a
was still like bitch
yes.
slapping. She was completely hysterical because people were telling her that
Yeah,
we were all gonna die.
that's the least funny side is people who died not from the terrible virus but from something else because they called an ambulance and the doctors were dressing themselves like astronauts and so they took too long and the person died.
Yeah,
That's
the doctors, when they got her to get my mother, she's like, "Oh, have you been coughing lately?" Like she's having, because I understood. Okay, she's not drunk, so maybe she's having a stroke. Oh, you've been coughing. She's having a stroke. You stupid bitches.
we're
They
we're,
got
go, we're going to
to go to the
we have to stick this up your nose, okay? We're going to
Oh god, that was awful. Really, really terrible. Okay, so I think it's time to talk about role playing games.
Oh, yay, yay!
Everybody, role playing games. Okay, so you were never interested in role playing games, right? But you
Uh,
know about
For
you know the
you.
I'm interested about the concept, uh, and I'm a bit fascinated by the concept, but I don't think I would be a good player. I don't think I would be able to follow, like, to be the character for a long time. I don't think I would be able to to do that. For I would start to, I don't know, ruin it for everyone else.
no, but that's a good thing. We had a
It
player
is.
that did
Yeah,
like
I think maybe one day if you want, you
we
can
had
try
players.
playing with us because
Yeah,
it's
I think you should come just for a one shot. Let's just do it.
I don't know. I don't know if I'll try to transform into Andre Ventura and things like that. I don't know.
that's
Well,
fine. We
that's a
have a
character.
player that his mission was to go against the other players and destroy everything. And this still worked. So we had, for example, an adventure that took place in a boat, in a how's it called, this steamboat.
Hmm.
And this first thing is we have to investigate in the boat. And this first thing is I'm going to explode the boat. It's like, dude, the mission is in the steamer. You cannot explode it because if not, we cannot fulfill the mission. It still
He
works.
wanted to go home. He was late for something. The game is over. Vote.
It just says that we need more players like you.
Yeah. And
Ah,
Josh knows what he's
So
talking
I think,
about.
I'm
and
sure.
also, hola, Cal.
Hola, ¿qué tal?
Ahora vamos a hablar en español.
Vamos a hablar en español. Muy bien.
Well, I would say that you cannot see it by our sessions, but I think we are fun when we play because we don't care a lot about rules and whatever, and just
Yes,
we let
that's
people do stupid things.
The ones I watched were interesting. I enjoyed them. Like, I think it should be on TV.
yeah.
Well, the
Doing
of
that.
Portuguese TV is very bad.
It would be better than anything there. It would be better than anything there.
But even though you are not really into role playing games, there was a
Mhm.
time a few months ago that you tried to get someone started, and
Yes,
I think I think some of our viewers would be interested in learning about that experience.
it wasn't. It didn't get to be an experience. I thought. Uh, so I have a small daughter. I didn't do these. Okay, so
So,
mine are worse. That's what. Uh, and I thought maybe, okay. So like all children, she gets lost inside screens, and I thought maybe this is something we could all do together and to get her away from screens. So I even purchased a game. It was a game aimed at children, but then it was I read through it. It was very well formatted, and the pictures were good. I don't know if they were, what do they say about yours? They're AI what?
Slop.
slop, yeah,
Slop.
slop.
I don't think they were AI slop.
No,
Someone
they were
drew them. I don't know. Maybe they were.
on bike, right? It was the
Maybe they
one.
were. And then there were all these complicated things, and I gave up because I thought she won't really get into this, and I wasn't getting into that. But yeah, maybe I picked the wrong game.
How old is she?
She's almost 10. She's
Okay.
9. She's almost 10.
Maybe you can try our game.
Yeah,
Nothing
maybe.
decided.
Probably I
Haven't.
was more complicated in terms of rules because that was the one we
But you can
purchased.
just ignore the rules. I would say that's
Yes,
what we
you
do.
can just ignore the rules.
We ignore the rules.
Yeah.
I actually did experience with my nieces, with the oldest one that is 9 now, and we I had to build a character. We didn't have time to play, but just the thing of building a character and roll the dice, and she had kind of had fun with that. But we didn't have enough time to play, so I I'm going to try, but this is not the kids game. It was a normal game, so
Hmm.
I still have to try it with that because I use them as guinea pigs.
Okay, that's good. That's what they're for, to be used as
Yeah,
guinea
but
pigs.
I
Yeah.
guess you just need to make it a little bit easier with them, and the even more easier than it comes in the book because kids would have a problem with all the rules. They probably will get bored. They just want to get to the action.
Usually for kids, they do some more simpler stuff. Our
Hmm.
game is not really for kids; it's for parents who want to run a game for kids. And
Yeah.
so the parent will learn the rules if they want to, and then
But
run.
my
Run.
advice would be ignore the rules. That's what grown-ups do anyway. Because in our case,
Yeah, you can ignore the rules, but if you, I don't know, if you're a kid, maybe you cannot do that. Learn the game, and
you have to have the parent tell him ignore the rules.
if it's the parent telling the kid, probably it's possible. But if the kid is, I remember when I wasn't a child, I was already a teenager when I started. I was 16, but I really tried to learn the rules, and so probably the first thing the person does is trying to learn the rules, and if it doesn't work, then you will ignore them later, and that's what I started doing when I was,
That's when you became a rebel.
yeah, familiar with it, so I started ignoring it. But it's a fun hobby.
I didn't know we're allowed to drink. What was in that bottle?
Oh, you usually drink stuff, but no,
Ah,
this is
okay.
Yeah, I was drinking something, but it's
Vinho verde, I see.
yeah. No, you usually when we are playing, we sometimes are drinking
Okay, good,
wine, but
good, good, good.
not like,
we tell them that's the Portuguese way.
yeah, not yeah.
That's what we tell the Americans. Oh yes, you have problems with alcohol, but
In
we
a
don't.
water
We
bottle,
are
no.
Portuguese.
I never drink wine in a water bottle.
No, that'll be very trashy.
That's yeah.
That's why wine you made in your bathtub, like in jail. Yeah.
Well, there's one thing we can talk about that I think is interesting because uh, how to represent, Portugal, the Portuguese culture in fantasy or whatever. I remember I read your book a long time ago. I don't remember the name because I lost it in the moving houses.
You
But yeah,
threw it
there's
away.
something that no, when I was moving houses, some things get lost, and something that I borrowed and never got it back. But something that we try to do is write things that are inspired in Portugal in is it fantasy, terror, whatever? But there's not a lot of things in even though I mean inspired, it mean we repeat off. But there's
Mhm.
not a lot of things in Portuguese.
At least
So
not good.
yeah, writing fantasy or horror, whatever, but in Portugal is hard.
Yeah,
You wrote some, and now it's the time you
That is
can
what I was
you
saying.
can
We
share
can
your.
continue it as that the
Did you
book that
write
was
something in
lost.
English as well?
sorry.
Did you write some novels in English as well, or just Portuguese?
Uh, n- I wrote something in English. That there's a thing online. It's like a contest to write a 50,000 word novel in a month.
Like
It's
that,
called.
nan or blah,
That's
some,
it. That's
yeah.
I did that. It was a terrible thing, but I did it. I got the GIF that was the award, and I did that. That's the only thing in English. Yeah.
No, okay, the rest is Portuguese. Yeah, there's a problem in Portuguese language. There's very few things like in genre styles like horror and fantasy and science fiction.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have almost nothing.
Yeah, there is some fantasy. It
NaNoWriMo.
that's it. There is some fantasy, but it's mostly horrible.
Yes.
It's mostly generic derivative things written by uh it. I don't want to sound misogynist, but they're mostly written by 16-year-old girls. That's just the reality. That's the demography of the
Yeah.
thing. Yeah. It's not because of that that they are bad. I'm sure if they were written by 16-year-old boys, they would be probably even worse because they would be about football and cars.
Or
I don't
maybe
Yeah,
know.
but I think it's something that's probably miss in us having. We don't have a culture of writing genre fiction.
Yeah.
Almost any genre is weird.
Yes, you have that in the Anglo-Saxon world, the English-speaking world. The things in genres are seen as lesser. They're not literature; they're
Mhm.
genre literature, and that's even worse in Portugal. In
Mhm.
Portugal,
It's
they
like
don't.
we take it really hard. It's like, okay, so let's not write anything.
Yes, and in Portugal, I think this is probably an French influence in Portugal. To be taken seriously as a writer, you have to write something that is really difficult. You have to
Yeah.
read a page and not get anything. You have to read it 5 more times to get something from it.
It's like the
And
films. It's like you need to not understand it. If not, it's not good. If you
yes,
understand it, it sucks.
yes, exactly. And with Portuguese films, that's double because the microphones they use are terrible. I don't know why. You never, you don't. It's literally you don't understand what they're saying. I need subtitles to watch Portuguese movies because I don't understand
But it's
what
been
they're
there
saying.
for, but it's been like that for a long time.
Sorry.
It's been like that for a long time
It
in
is.
Portugal.
I don't know why.
Like, why didn't you
This
have?
is not that expensive. This is better than the microphones.
And
They
apparently we have good audio technicians in Portugal. Why is the audio so bad in all the films?
I don't know. They're using microphones from the 1960s. I don't know why. I don't know why.
Yes, but because I watch films in Spanish and I can understand them better than the Portuguese ones.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know why. I don't know why. It's a mystery.
So we tried to adapt some stuff to our role-playing games, Portuguese stuff. So for example, one of our last games has some inspiration by the Lusiads, which is
What's
strange.
that?
Yeah, it's a book.
It's that thing that they make us with. It was my idea. Told him, like, no, I'm not going to do that. But then it's like, okay, maybe we can do that.
There was a time when I thought, well, why not? Let's try that, and I think it's
That's the
kind of,
approach. Why not? Who
yeah, that's
cares?
Nobody else is going
Just
to
do
do it.
it.
Nobody's buying
Yeah.
it anyway. It doesn't
probably not.
matter.
No one
It's
is
the
buying
only
it.
book. It's the
Nobody's
only
watching.
role
Nobody's
playing game.
watching.
Exactly. It's the only role playing game based on the discoveries, the age of discoveries. There's no other one. Nobody wants to play it. Well, that's your
There's
problem,
that.
not our
It's the only
problem.
thing in that particular style, and that, well, it was something. It was we were the first to do something, I guess.
Well, I watched that movie, Dama de Pet Cabra. How this is called? Is it really that name of the? I wrote an adventure for fantasy. It was a long time ago, inspired on that.
Dama
It's
de
a
Pet.
film and it's also a tale.
António de
How
Macedo.
António Macedo.
Oh,
I don't
António
know what's
Macedo,
the name of the film. Yes.
the Emissários de Calão. Esse,
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah. But he has a fantasy one that is a Dama do Pet Cabra com
Yes,
a Lídia
the protagonist, yes, Lida Franco.
Franco e a Dama do Pet Cabra.
I
So
think
I
I
watched
think I
that
never
film
watched it.
to write the don't watch.
Yeah, it's not. But well, he tried to do something original.
That's right. He tried. Is the
Yeah, he
problem?
tried.
Exactly, it's right, but that is the good for him. He tried.
But there are some things that can be understood as fantasy, like Mandarin, for example. It's a kind of
Mhm.
a fantasy story.
It is. It is. It is, and it's kind of supernatural, and
Yeah. Even the
prob
relic, there's a part of it that
yeah,
is.
they go back in time, sort of. Yeah.
It's strange because we have going back very good authors, very good, but you don't have anything that you can consider it. Almost anything considered genre literature.
That's
Even
right.
at that time, they were like, no, let's write serious fiction, or they're not going to like us.
Yeah, there's no Edgar Allan Poe, Lovecraft.
Yes.
No. Everyone is very H.G. Wells. Everyone's very. Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know why. Um,
Yeah, it's really strange.
I don't know how it is in other country. I know Portugal and I know things in English. I don't know if Hungary or
Yeah.
Botswana have authors. I don't know.
At
I
least
mean,
the
in
Spanish have
Spanish, I
some,
think you
I
have
think.
some even more recent, but you have in French, I think also, yes, maybe
Mhm.
more recent, but
Probably. Well, probably we probably imitated the French, and
We do.
now that they
Yeah.
probably still now they have. I'm sure they have science fiction, but no one reads it.
That happens with the French. Also with movies. Now their movies are all awful. And
But
have you
all,
seen French movies recently? They're all
no
strange, stupid
comedies, right?
comedies.
Yeah.
Yes, stupid comedies with a lot of characters.
yeah.
Yeah,
And people, I would say with migrants or ethnic diversity, they always need to have those. Even for a long time ago, before that was a issue, they already have that.
yeah. They have a comedy with a lot of characters
Yeah.
about Portuguese people.
Yeah.
Remember that one? Yeah,
I didn't see that one, but yeah.
it was what you expect it to be.
But now
Pauleta was in it.
nowadays,
That's a football player for
have you
people.
seen any recent movies? I'm not
Uh,
talking about Portuguese,
Yes,
just
because he has a daughter, he has to see recent. He has to see recent
okay, but
I,
movies.
because
I
you wanted to watch them.
I saw Moana. The last thing I saw at the theater was Moana 2, which is called Vaiana 2 for copyright reasons in Portugal and most of Europe. It's the one about the Pacific Islander person.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
It's
so I think it wasn't that bad. There are people watching it. So not the
Mm-hmm.
movie. Our
oh okay okay.
okay.
I think the movie was watched by more people than our thing, but
Probably, yeah.
Very likely. It's very likely.
it's more or less equal in terms of script. In terms of narrative, maybe our thing wins. Yes, then Vienna is just very well. Okay, I didn't want to start a critique of Disney movies. Sorry.
That's
Uh,
where that's gonna be a topic for a new channel for you.
That would be
yeah,
the
yeah. I was thinking about what else I watched. I watched things. I watch movies online legally, of course.
of course.
Of course,
Podcast is just like
yes, yeah. Sorry, legal,
No, but it
legal,
says Streamio is illegal. That's what we use.
legal.
no Streamio is legal.
Yes, of course.
It
It's
is
a
legal. Yes,
yeah, it's a
I
software.
I use it to catalog my legal streaming services.
Yes, yeah.
I don't remember what I watched. What did I watch? I've been watching some mostly series lately. There are some. eh,
Recent stuff.
Yeah. It's what there's something called Disclaimer with Kate Blanchett. It's really twisted and it's good. It's Kate Blanchett and Kevin Kline, and it's just 6 episodes, not
Hmm.
6 seasons of 12
Yeah,
episodes. 6 episodes and it's done, and that was good. I like that one.
I don't think I've ever heard about that.
But that's good
See,
because we're also asking for recommendations. We were watching Tulsa King with Sylvester Stallone.
mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I don't know that.
Yeah, that's from MTV.
comedy,
It's
mafia
a
comedy.
comedy.
Ah,
It's a
okay,
mafia comedy. It's fun. It's not bad.
okay.
It's good.
It's not woke, basically.
Yeah.
That's our
But it's good. I mean, he has
reference
Stallone.
point. If it's woke, we don't watch it. If it not,
But
if
he
it's
has
not,
diversity. But it
yeah,
still has diversity. Even
there's
I
a
mean, he
difference
has
sometimes.
Indians and black people and women and fat people, and so it still has diversity. It's just
Remember
not
when
woke.
shows had women? That's
Yeah.
Before
long.
this,
When did that start?
And what was that thing that we were watching that is almost paradise? It's also new and it's not. It's in the Philippines.
there's lots of diversity because it's in the Philippines. But yeah,
Yes, but it's in the Philippines.
it's a bad show, but
You can watch it if you don't have anything and you don't want to
Yeah, it's
think.
kind of funny.
It's a good show. It's a show when you don't want to think too much.
There's no message.
No
There's no.
message. Good. Message is bad. Message is bad. Message.
Message is stress is bad for you. That's a message.
Yes. No. No. Message makes you think. No, I don't want to
There's
think.
no
No,
message
that is
at
the.
all.
And what was I'm thinking about recent things that we watch on TV shows. There's the news Fraser show. We watched some episodes of that, but that's
It's
awful.
basically the same thing as it was before, but it's old and the other characters are not the
He
same.
has a
So
family.
And is the dog still alive?
no,
No,
Oh, okay.
and the father is not alive as well.
Oh,
so that's why he has a son.
And the brother, I think, is alive, but he's not in the show.
It doesn't appear.
Yeah, and the woman,
It's awful.
I don't know,
But it's
she's not there as well. So
no. It's on the
the
pressure.
the English
yeah,
maid. She's
yeah,
not
they
But
there.
not there.
there's the boss of his. So he's a teacher in the psychiatry department at Harvard University,
Mhm.
and the head of the department is a black woman.
Good.
Which is
Good for
interesting.
her.
It's fun because
Premier
you
League,
have pregnant ones in real life, so that's funny.
she probably did some plagiarism, like the other. And usually we don't. We haven't watched any of those Star Wars shows, and
Yes, you did.
Oh.
no, I
You
watched
watched the one
the
with the
first episode of everyone,
two
and
episodes of that
just
one with
threw up a
the
little bit.
to make fun of it.
I watched I think the first season of The Mandalorian, and then I started the second season. I got bored.
People said that the first season was good, with that
It was entertaining at least. Maybe because
not good, but least bad than the other ones.
maybe because the main character who was the person more often on screen, he didn't say much.
Mm,
Maybe that's why. Maybe that's why.
probably.
Maybe that's the secret. Just
Who was
put
the
people on
I
screen
can
and
remember who was well the guy doing the Boba Fett character, was it, or not that one?
it's not Boba Fett. Come on, he's
Oh,
a Mandalorian.
yes, okay. So
Boba Fett stole his armor or something.
oh, okay. I don't
Okay,
know.
maybe we get comments from
Doesn't
people who
know
actually
the
know
yeah. He doesn't know the lore.
the lore.
The lore. Well, anything that is it's Star Wars or it's whatever. Yeah, I'm not gonna watch it. I don't care.
Oh,
I
I
watched that one.
what
What is
all of
the one that we watched like 2 or 3 episodes? The one that's really bad with the black chick.
oh,
That's
the one that we were
Power of
singing. Yes. I can't remember what the name of
one
that.
of the most recent ones. There was this
The
black chick. There
lesbian
are two
matrix in
twins.
space.
is it the one with Rosario Dawson? Is that
No,
no?
No, not Rosario. I can't
I'll
remember.
just do
When you say the Star Wars show that was really bad, that's like saying the Marvel movie that was really bad.
Yes, lesbian,
uh,
lesbian space witches. I'll probably get some. The Acolyte.
the acolyte. Yes,
The
the acolyte.
Acolyte. Yeah, I didn't even start that one. I saw the first episode of the one with the kid Princess Leia and
Yeah,
Obi-Wan Kenobi, and nah.
probably this one. Last Jedi.
Yeah,
I don't.
nah,
I
nah.
didn't even watch the well. Let's say I did. I watched from the second trilogy. I watched the Phantom Menace, and I thought Star Wars is dead to me. I still watched the other two films because whatever, but I didn't watch any of
Phantom Menace. I think it was the
the
worst
trilogy.
for me,
And
but
everything
the other two, it was just that.
is like yes. Thank you, George Lucas, for wrapping my childhood.
Yes, it was like
I'm
that.
not
Yes.
going to watch
And
it.
then
I still watch the war clones and the other one, but then no, nothing more going.
I miss when Star Wars was something that you had happened 30 years ago. Now more than 40 years ago. I kind of missed that. And oh, it was so good. Do you remember it? Oh, it was so good. Now it's a Star Wars like 50 shows and they're all crap. and
Yeah.
people hate them, and
And some people still watch it. I know
Some,
people that still
yeah,
watch
some
it
people
because I like
keep watching it.
Star Wars, so I need to watch it.
people watch
How do you like
anything.
so bad?
People
Did
people
you
will
watch
watch.
just because there's a immense stuff behind you? Did you watch the new show?
Of course, I did.
So what did you think about it?
Um,
I didn't watch it, so just
you know about there's He-Man and there's Skeletor. You know the two main characters, right? The good guy and the bad guy. So they decided in the first season they decided that He-Man died. So they had a trailer that was really nice, really action packed. All those characters appear in the first episode and then they disappear forever, including He-Man. So, and then Skeletor also kind of disappears, and then you have this sorceress called Evelyn, and then there is this brave fighter called Tila, and they're now the main characters. And I have nothing against that, but give us the main characters. Why?
continue anymore.
What were they thinking? What? It's a He-Man show. What?
Well, the for new audiences, modern audiences, right? It's
For
And
yeah,
that
for
email is something that I really loved when I was a kid. And yes, nobody bought me the toys because they were boy toys and I was a girl. And I was like, but I
there
want
was
it.
Shira.
Star
Shira,
Wars is the
Shira.
same. Yeah, but they still use that excuse. Oh no, we're
They
not
could
going
have
to give you this. Here, take a Barbie.
instead of doing E-Man but without E-Man and just women, they could have done Shira and okay, that was the
Yeah, they could have
female
done
E-Man.
Shira.
They did Shira, but they also did it in
Shira.
Netflix before. But it was the art style wasn't epic enough. It was very cartoony, and everyone was very rainbows and twee, and everyone was really friendly. Even the villains were friendly, and everyone discovers friendship and love. And that's
Yes.
it.
So basically, entertainment is dead, and there's nothing.
Everything is dead.
Yes.
You forget three Portuguese
Yes.
people in a stream because it gets depressing.
There are Portuguese people.
No, no,
No,
Where?
there actually
no.
No,
us.
they're all watching Vasco
Yeah.
Palmeirinho or
No,
whatever
it gets
Yeah.
TV.
yeah, it gets depressing. The three of us, it gets depressing. We talk about how sad everything is and how no.
Yes, that's sad. Then we
The
start to
ones
sing
that are not
fado.
depressed are
We
watching
can beat
basketball.
them in the sadness about everything
They're not
because
sad because
all
they're
nowadays all YouTube channels about modern entertainment, they're all criticizing things, but they always have some energy and I don't know, they do things in a different way. If we did the same thing, it would it would be sad.
Media critic Portuguese way would be like 30 minutes of a guy like this.
By the way, I like the episode that you watched that you criticized that TV show that
Rabo de peixe.
yeah, that
Ixi, Jesus,
I love that one.
Jesus.
Because we watched the
The-
first episode
it
of
it
that
was
one
it.
just for curiosity.
Oh God, I could do
Not the entire episode, just a little bit.
Yeah, just a bit.
you want me to sum it up?
Why not?
Again, why not? For
Um,
the
it's um it's um it's like a Guy Ritchie movie. Remember those?
Mhm. Yes.
In the Açores with actors that are not from the Açores, and nothing makes sense. Everything looks wrong, and it's stupid. And there's this episode in which there's the bad guy who is Alban Jerónimo, of course, right? He has to be the bad guy,
So he's now
and
the bad guy instead of
he's the bad guy. He's the bad guy. He's terrible. And
started doing the romantic hero, yes.
no, he's the romantic bad guy, and
no.
he wants to kill a guy. He wants to make him disappear. So what does he do? Because they're in the Açores, he puts him in one of those holes where they make the cozido, and 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 he he doesn't die. The- Someone opens that. So
It's
I
perfect.
think yeah, and I think
It's super fun.
It doesn't die.
the
You
following
get
morning.
very tasty.
I'm not sure, but I think that's how it happens. The following morning, there's the guy comes with a pot to make the cuisine for the restaurant, and oh, there's a person here. He's not dead because he wasn't there long enough to die, and also he could go like this and just
But it
go
didn't.
go out. But I don't think they locked it from the outside to keep the cuisine from escaping. I don't know. I've never been there, so maybe that's how they do it.
Crying.
That is very good.
Yeah, I thought so too. But the
It's just
reactions,
very
the
tasty,
hate.
but doesn't die. But it's like
Yeah, he was kind of medium rare. He wasn't done yet. He was,
Oh, Jesus.
but the hate I got for that, I think if I could do a video about saying terrible things about Virgin Maria, it wouldn't be like that. People would say, "Oh yeah, she's kind of a slut." Uh, uh, the hate, it's like I'm offending their mothers. Never do that. Never say anything about Alban Jeronim. When never say that.
Well, it's not all but Zimonim's fault. He was just following the script. Someone else told him to put the guy.
Yeah, yeah,
That's another problem that movie reviews now are a little bit strange. They are always favorable and
You
nothing is
cannot say anything bad because if you do, it's
amazing.
hate.
New movie. Wow, that's amazing. There are things happening and people
yeah,
die and other live, and yeah, that's fun.
and it's always critics 90%, audience 20, or the other way around.
Yes,
It's
well, nowadays is mostly all the critics love it and the people don't like it because it's rubbish.
yeah.
It happened with most things. I tried watching the last Coppola's movie. It was a movie at least. A
Well,
bit.
I didn't watch it. No,
Yeah,
the
I watched it. We watched it on that place that it's
the
not
legal place.
legal,
Yes.
kind of a legal place, but not entirely.
Is it something like
Or
Cosmopolis or something like
yeah,
that?
that's it.
No,
Yes,
no, I never didn't watch it.
I can't recommend it really, but it's not bad. It's a little bit boring, I guess.
I can open my legal stream you and see what I
Yeah,
this
well, it's there, and
brilliant idea I had, so I can remember what I watched because I don't remember anything.
it will be there, and it's not bad. Like
What isn't bad? Sorry.
Coppola's movie.
Uh, yeah, for a Nazi film. Well, I think maybe I liked it better than you. But you spent the whole film saying, I don't like it. It's not impressive. And you kind of ruined it.
I was expecting something better, I guess, because everybody was saying all the critics were
It was
saying it
awful.
was bad. Yes, and so
Yes.
I was expecting it to be great because
Oh, this is a fascist movie, and you were expecting it some
yes,
fascism, and no.
I was really expecting it to be good because the critics were saying that it was bad, but it was
Very good
as good as it could
art
be.
direction. Very good.
Yes,
I
it
don't know
was very good in that.
how to say that in English.
Do you know?
Every
Do you
time.
know? Do you know what I think
Wardrobe.
is a fascist movie? I'm pretty sure it's a fascist movie. The Triumph of Will, Leni Riefenstahl.
Yes, I guess.
I think it's kind of fascist.
I don't think they know that. They probably don't know about that. I never watched it, but
It's
I think it's
interesting.
probably boring.
You can't say I love it. It's a great.
I
It's
was expecting you would say Barbie or something like
Barbie.
that.
No, Barbie. I started watching Barbie. I got a bit tired. I was enjoying being lectured, and I was feeling how privileged I am for
yeah.
being male. But I'm not sure.
What is
I was going
male?
to say white, but I'm not sure maybe we're not white.
Yeah,
For
I don't
example,
think
in
we.
America, we're not white.
Yes.
We're
But,
something else,
yeah.
at least male. And so I got tired of being lectured,
I
although I
watched
was
Barbie,
enjoying
but
it.
I think it was fun, but in a way because I don't like Ryan Gosling, but he's the hero of the film, and it's kind of funny because it's all about Ken and he getting revenge, his revenge on the matriarchy of Barbie world. So
I think,
it's
I think I
it's
didn't
strange.
get that far.
I think it's a I don't know. Barbie's strange. Miguel hated it, so
Of course.
of course, especially because they're musical and they sing. But I
Yeah.
don't know. Barbie's a strange one because it seems it was supposed to be all of the how men are bad and all that, but actually, I think when they reverse it, it doesn't sound like that.
Because people are bad. That's men and women are bad.
It's the
That's
first
the
film I
reality.
was watched that I was rooting for Ryan Gosling on a long time since he was that Lars and the
Yeah, I like
oh,
that one when he was screwing the doll.
the doll. Yeah. So this that again. He's still screwing
Oh,
a doll, but
that
he's also
one.
Yeah,
a doll.
I think
That
it's
one.
a bad movie. I tried to watch the Blade Runner sequel, but I hated it.
I think I tried as well and I didn't finish.
Yeah, I
I
didn't
didn't
finish.
finish.
Well, yeah, it was.
He didn't like it as well, or
Yeah,
she.
the cat is.
We won't mention Barbie again.
Or
Or
Ryan Gosling. The
organ.
kids don't like Ryan Gosling.
That's an interesting thing about the Portuguese that we are not really white, but we can be Nazis. We have been called Nazis
I've
very often.
I've I've, I've heard I've seen
Yeah.
your some
We
videos
are
in
dirty
which,
white.
oh, you are kind of you have the armband.
Yes.
You you
Always.
you, you can't see it, but you have it now. Yeah,
Always. Always. That's.
yeah.
But
And the mustache. You can. I should put my glasses on.
yeah,
I'm
but
pretty
not
sure you.
always. Yeah. Sometimes. Sometimes I wear the mustache. It's all crazy.
It is a bit.
The cats are having a conversation.
Yeah, we have the wrong cat here. I should have the cat that's doing those noises here. We have a cat problem.
A
Yeah.
cat problem.
Yes, yes. We have six cats and two of them are giving us a problem.
6 cats.
Yes.
Yeah. That's a lot.
They live there. You're the pets.
Yes.
Yeah, we pay everything, but we are the
It's
pets.
exactly like that. Yes. That they decide everything.
Olha, ele vai se tirar ela, vê lá.
Oh, there's some action.
Don't take care of the cat. We have a cat that is
Will there be a fight?
not really, but she is hysterical, and
Hmm.
it's all her
She.
fault.
This one here. She's nervous.
She is
She's not.
supposed to be here. No, the oldest one is here.
Shh.
Do they have names or numbers
Yes,
or?
Yeah,
that
this
one
is
is called Bebe.
Bebe?
It's not her real name, but it's what we call her because she behaves like a Bebe.
Vampirella, but she's a baby.
Vampirella. Vampirella would be nice. Bebe means baby for
Yes,
Yes.
she's a baby.
So
people
we have
who don't.
Barbarella.
Somebody
That
put
is
some
here. Is the oldest one is called, but
That's right.
she has a Tunhao. Then we have Ziggy, that is actually Kikinho.
Mm-hmm.
Elita, that is Tadana. Vampirella, that is Bebê. Then we
Mm-hmm.
have Zula, barra
Mm-hmm.
Mãezinha. And the oldest one, that is the Little Bastard, or
Mm-hmm.
Diabolique.
Diabolique is good. So there's a
Yeah,
reference there,
because
there's also
he all has that.
Miguel's favorite Adolf.
Yes.
No, that is the name for the kid that we don't have yet. We have the thing that if we have a kid,
If
it's
you have
going
a
to
kid
be
called
awful.
yes,
That's
Like we
that's
cannot keep
Salazar.
all the kids. Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
not original. That Moonspell guy, the lead singer,
It's
he
called
is.
Salazar.
I think his son is called Adolf.
Okay, good. Thank you. We cannot. We don't have to have
Okay,
the
so
same name with the guy.
I'm not
Oh,
doing
but
it.
Adolf.
thank you.
Okay,
I
definitely.
was
I'm
telling you, you don't
no.
call your kid Adolf
No,
Salazar.
no. Is it Adolfo? Is it? It's something else evil. It can't be Damien.
Damien is very yeah.
No, Fausto. His name is Fausto.
Oh Jesus, Faust is a communist name. So
Definitely
yes.
not that guy. No.
No, the other
I was
Fausto.
telling, I don't have no problem with the name Adolfo. You cannot call. People will say that Adolfo is Adolfo Hitler. It's not the
Luxúria Canibal. Also
or
another.
that. You can say that you are a very big fan of the Adolfo Cannibal. That could be.
Yeah.
No, definitely not. I
That
don't.
that that's a Portuguese singer.
That's worse than
I'm translating for the people.
that's
Yeah.
worse than being a Nazi.
We cannot call the kid Adolfo. You'll have problems in school.
Call him Salazar. Okay.
Or, but sounds like not the first name.
Salazar is the name of a famous Portuguese fashion designer. Just
Yes.
And
translating
also,
again.
there's another sentence, Benito. You cannot call a kid in Portugal Benito. No.
Benito. But Benito sounds too much like bonito. It's
Yes, exactly.
Benito. It sounds like someone from Algarve saying bonito.
It's not Benito, no. Maybe Adolfo, and we can just say that he's Miguel Adolfo, something like that.
Miguel
Maybe.
Adolfo.
Yes.
Miguel Angelo.
That's
That,
me. I already have that name.
You are Miguel Angelo.
Yes, I am.
Good.
Unfortunately.
That's
No,
Michelangelo in Portuguese.
yes,
I'm
Michelangelo.
still translating.
I'm a Ninja Turtle. Luckily, when I was a child, there were no one knew about the Ninja Turtles. So
but they
or
knew
the
that
Delphine singer.
Delphins. Yeah, they probably knew about them.
later, yes, I think before the Ninja Turtles, people would say that. Yeah, well,
Miguel Angelo.
yeah, that,
Great Miguel Angelos in history.
I think the Ninja Turtle is the greatest one, definitely.
Wasn't there a painter or something?
Yeah, I think
Painted
it was
ceilings, right?
it
He's
was
very
named
good at
after
painting ceilings.
It
named
did
after
some
the Ninja.
things. It was like from France,
Yeah,
Germany,
probably. Yeah.
one of those, Morocco, one of those.
Like the other ones, the Raphael and what was the other? The Leonardo? Leonardo Raphael.
Leonardo and
Donatello.
Tolstoy. Wasn't
Donatello was a fashion designer.
it
Yes,
was?
It's Donatello, but it's all the same.
And Leonardo is that actor
Yeah,
who
yes,
dates
yes.
DiCaprio.
models. Leonardo
Dates
DiCaprio. Yeah,
younger. Yes.
good times.
Okay.
Is everyone dead? I think
I think so. Yeah.
I
Well,
think so.
there's a
Random
problem with
way.
time. Usually, people at this time
we killed him.
it's still too early. So I'll
But we
expect.
had a lot of more comments today, this session that we normally have
Oh.
on this
Yeah,
episode.
there were people commenting. Not many
That
people
means they were alive.
here. Yes, they
Oh,
were here.
someone mentioned the He-Man movie with Dolph Lundgren, which was great.
Yeah, it was.
I don't really remember that, but yeah.
Yes, I remember we watched it.
Yes, we did, but I didn't watch it when I was younger. I watched
Okay,
it.
of course, I never watched it when I was young. I'm not young. Just
Not
was
dead.
not dead.
I went to the movies to watch it in 1980 whatever when it came out.
Yeah, I didn't watch it at the time. I don't know why.
This is a long time ago.
But I watched the Punisher movie with Dolph Lundgren, and I liked it.
Yeah,
It wasn't really a
I left
Punisher
when
movie.
it was on
But
one of
still,
my
it's
favorite
better than
TV.
what I did after that.
wasn't it a TV movie? The one
Maybe.
with Dolph Lundgren,
Might be, yes. Yeah.
And you
and
like to watch
they
it in
didn't
the
do
cinema.
the skull.
No, it was just that. Yeah, he had some kind of body armor or something like that. But it wasn't.
That's I think that's an 80s thing. They would do things based on characters, but then the characters wouldn't have the most
No,
distinguishable feature,
a
just
little bit.
to annoy people.
But I think when I did the recent Punisher, he also didn't have.
The Netflix show
No. Before that, there was a movie as well.
with that guy from the
Rome.
Ray Winston or whatever it's called.
Ray something. The guy from Rome, right? He was the
Yes,
Punisher.
Rome. Yeah, Rome was great. The movie.
Yeah. We watched Rome like 2 or 3 times. But Joshua watched the fourth time. He's like, yeah, this is boring now. But
Yeah, after three
after
times.
3 times, it is a
Yeah.
bit boring. But great
And-
show.
It's really sad that they canceled it because not because it was bad, not because nobody watched it, because it was too expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's sad.
Yeah.
Nowadays, people
Especially
will
because they agreed with the sales from DVD, they actually made money.
Yeah, there
Same
was
thing with
there was no limit.
Carnival.
they will do
Yeah.
TV
They did the
shows
same with Carnival.
and
It's too
millions, and no one
expensive.
watches it, and they
Yeah.
keep on doing
Yeah,
new
that's
seasons.
right. That's right.
Complete rubbish. And that one was very good. I don't know
Yeah.
if the next season would be good as well, but at least.
The next season they would travel in time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah, they would go to San Francisco in the 1960s.
That would be fun. I don't know what was the suggesting that we do.
I think
Probably.
it's Punisher,
Yeah.
maybe. That we
Yeah.
already.
Well,
The
we
Ratchet
talked about
Vigilantes
that. There
is
was a
not.
Ratchet Vigilantes was supposed to be
That's
some.
not a Ratchet anymore.
It's not. He ran away.
Yeah, we need to do a real Ratchet Vigilante scenario one day in the future.
Yeah, I think Simple Portuguese should not that one in particular, but he should write
Write something for us. He's on the
just
pilot trying to prostitute him.
Let's
Get
do
him
it.
to
adapt a novel, a fantasy novel as
something
a
funny
horror novel.
or whatever. Yeah. It's
I think
easy if you can do it,
it could be.
everybody. There's no money on it, but it's fun.
Yeah, I think it could be funny to do something with a with the purpose of being a humoristic scenario.
If you're doing it with the purpose of being funny, it will be sad.
Yeah,
But it's different in the way that
it doesn't
we
always.
need something that we didn't written. Miguel needs to send you that got this stuff from Drive that is man that someone else wrote. I mean, that's
Yeah,
right, a lot better than us.
it
It's
might
really, really
be.
funny. I think you enjoy reading man. Yeah. I
I'll
think
Yeah,
send you.
I remember seeing the cover.
Yeah,
Really
that
big
one.
big muscles in that
the guy
AI
that wrote it is
AI
was
very,
slop.
very, very funny.
You were
Thanks for
banned from
that,
that store because
everyone.
of that. But it was particularly funny. It's probably not as well. It's strange. It's not really a playable game, but it's
Maybe
funny.
it is. People say it is. We haven't played it, but
Perhaps. Well, I'm not
it's
sure.
really funny.
But it's funny to read.
It says that women are
Equipment, part of equipment.
equipment. Yes.
Yes,
When I was reading it and I
I
was
can
laughing.
I can see
And
why you
some
would be
people
banned.
were, oh my god, it's so offensive. And I was reading it and I was laughing like, oh, women are equipment. You can use women to build tables. And
But it is particularly politically incorrect. There are some references to ethnicities with criticisms and jokes.
all ethnicities, but that is
Yeah, all of them, I think.
or almost all of them.
Yeah, most of them at least.
Yeah, you can't say that.
No.
Yeah.
That's all forbidden.
You get the Facebook notice saying warning this person blah blah blah.
Yeah,
Yes,
but that is funny. The guy that wrote it, is a funny person.
yes, it's funny. Also, someone that wouldn't like to have his name attached to that because
He was like, "Yeah, I might be canceled. I want to publish it, but anonymously. Yes, we'll publish it for you. Oh, we got canceled." But then just like,
Yeah,
still,
because he's someone high up in the church. You can be scared.
no, not really.
he writes stuff, but he doesn't.
He wants to be a serious. I can say that because nobody knows where he is or
I'm
who
not
he
really
is.
sure if he still wants to be a serious author, but at
He
least
wanted to be a serious author at the time, so I
yeah,
don't
at the
think
time
he
he
was
wanted. No, right
attached to
now
it.
I'm not sure, but yeah, it's
At the time, he was starting to write novels, and I don't think he wanted to have that.
It's Walter Ugumai.
Especially,
It's
he
Walter
wrote
Ugumai.
that
I know.
after he was fired from Wizard of the Coast for being
yeah.
a white guy, a cis white man, and he was
He
pissed off.
he's Portuguese?
No,
No,
Oh, of course, because he wouldn't be white.
I'm not going to say who he is, but he's not Portuguese yet.
he's European, but not Portuguese.
Okay.
I don't think you can say he's European. He's not European.
Yeah, well,
Hmm.
kind.
He's not European. No. The country where he lives takes part of the
Israel.
festival, but it's not
Israel. He lives in
giving people
Israel.
food.
Maybe it could be
Maybe.
Ah.
Or Australia.
Hmm.
or Australia.
Or Turkey. Turkey. I don't know if Turkey takes part of it.
A little bit of it. makes is Europe like a little.
Yeah, so it's a country that's not Europe, but takes part officially, but takes part in Eurovision.
It is. Oh, then it's Australia. Okay, Australia. So that narrows it down.
But yeah, it was a funny book.
Really funny, yeah. But it's
I
it's
think
it's
people liked
enormous.
it. Lots of people bought it
Everybody that bought it and
because
brought
they
it, I think
were
they
banned.
thought
But
it
I don't know
was
if
funny.
anyone really played the game, but people said it was particularly funny. And that's not a usual thing with role-playing games. They aren't usually funny. There was some,
Everything is serious. Everything is very serious now.
Yeah, and depressive.
yes. Nowadays they all have the message there, so you have to learn something from that. And
Yes.
usually the thing you have to learn is white people bad, men bad.
White people are bad, but
Yeah,
people in general are bad
yeah.
automatically.
Everybody's bad.
Yeah. Yeah. Hitler was white.
And the vegetarian.
He was a vegetarian, and he loved animals.
So people who love animals are bad. That's obvious.
We all know vegans are bad.
That's why you are Nazis. You have six
Yes,
cats.
you have
I don't
animals
know,
like
but
Hitler.
Hitler didn't have cats. I think just dogs. As far as I know, I don't know.
He
I'm not
liked dogs. He had that German
The
sure.
German
Shepherd.
Shepherd.
Of course. What dog would he have, right?
Yeah, of course. The Uber dog. I think it's.
Yes. Yeah.
I can say dog in German. No, no.
Hund.
Hund. Yes. Überhund. Okay, no one's watching us anymore, so
Yeah,
Oh,
we're just being
you
stupid.
can
So we
just you can go away and
podemos falar português agora.
agora vamos falar português.
Vamos acabar falando português. Tu lixa esta merda toda.
Pronto. Vou caralho e pronto, acabou-se.
They're saying bad words.
They're
Translate.
bad people.
They're saying bad words.
Well, we were supposed to teach something, but let's finish this teaching people something.
How to curse. No.
Let's finish this by if no one is watching right now, but
We are not monetized, so we don't. We
So
will
let's
never
teach people
so
how to curse in Portuguese. The
Uh,
worst thing you can say in Portuguese as an insult.
Raios partam a minha vida. Ah, Xissa.
Bolas.
Phonics. She's a penico.
Funny, yeah.
Estou mesmo arreliado com isto.
Arreliado. That one is particularly good. Arreliado. But it's
Arreliado.
Numa, com camandro.
Ai.
raios.
Raios e coriscos.
That's something Markle would say, I think.
Marco.
Yeah.
Hey, remember when he was alive? Whatever happened then?
I think he killed himself after his wife.
Uma vez que vi quando era supostamente ele mostrou o pênis.
Oh,
What?
yeah.
What?
Vi, não é? Vocês não se lembram do pênis do Marco?
Oh. What? I'm probably not hearing well, right. Could you say that again? Yes.
O pênis do Marco. Não, vocês não pegaram a história. O Miguel sim que eu lembro de dizer. O pênis do Marco.
Oh, I'm very lost now.
There was a show.
It's a
Vamos falar em inglês. Vamos cagar nas pessoas, whatever. Houve um espetáculo que ele faz de humor com o outro gajo, como é que se chama? Em que supostamente mostraram uma fotografia de uma que devia ser do pênis do Marco. Mostraram um pênis, mas não era o pênis do Marco. Era um pênis pequenino, nojento.
Yeah, in Portuguese.
Why would someone do that?
Não sei, mas pronto. Mostraram um pênis, supostamente era o pênis do Marco pequenino. I don't know how do you say. Do you typically roll the R in Portuguese?
I do. I'm not sure if I don't think you do.
But what is rolling the R?
É dizer arreliar em vez de arreliar.
I have a problem with the R's, if you may notice. So I don't know if I rolled them or not. I don't think I rolled them. I gold them.
Where you are in the country.
It's more Lisbon Porto thing. They don't, but in the countryside, in some places they do.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I don't do it as much as you do. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No. Yeah.
It all sounds the same, but I guess that's normal.
There's no normal. There's no normal anymore.
Okay, so foda-se, that's fuck.
You don't have R's in there.
No.
Merda, I can say merda. Merda
It's
is
shit.
shit.
So that is the
Correct. I
stop
confirm
being
this.
stop being a journalist.
E,
I had a
um,
problem when I was a kid. I couldn't say the guess. Então, em vez de dizer eu vou cavar para o jardim, não que eu fosse cavar para o jardim, eu dizia eu vou cagar para o jardim. So you can imagine how much I suffered for that. Because all the adults around me love to say, querida, queres ir andar a cavalo?
I was thinking, why would you have to go dig in the garden when
I
you were a
wouldn't,
kid?
this is an example. But people like to say, do you want to go? Queres andar a cavalo? Because I would say, queres andar a cavalo e queres ir cavar para o jardim? Ou cavar
See,
lá onde
see,
for.
people are evil. People are evil even to
Yes,
children.
they are.
That's not
Yes,
something
they
you
are.
should do.
And I love Paulo de Carvalho, como eu lembro dos meus avós dizerem: ai filha, quantos dias o Paulo de Cagalho? And I'm like, you stupid
And-
shit. I'm not
and-
going to complain because you are like almost dead, but
And
I am
and,
still making
and,
fun of
and
me.
nobody loves Paulo de Carvalho. So
No,
it
nobody
wasn't,
loves.
it wasn't even real. Nobody loves Paulo de Carvalho. Not even himself, probably.
I don't think so. Yeah, you look sad.
But I still stayed with this little problem in the
You're almost
eyes. There's
neighbors.
nothing
Yes,
comparing
bro.
us. We see, no, we saw him, yes,
Seen
not
him in
the
a
Giga.
while.
Oh, you should
Not the Giga.
you
No.
should go to him and say, então Paulo, olha, e depois do adeus? I love that. Probably
I'm
doesn't
sure
get
you.
fans lately.
Okay, do we have something else to teach people?
Be nice.
Say obrigado.
Obrigado. Be nice and say obrigado. Yeah.
Yes.
And
yes.
por favor.
Por
And-
favor. Yes. Those are the most important things to say in Portuguese. Por
Yeah.
favor, which means please, and obrigado, which means thanks.
Thank you.
Yeah.
If you say that, it will be all okay. And
Even if you don't say that, it will be okay because we are too nice.
you should say it even in the US or the UK.
Yes.
Yes.
And one other important thing is boi cavalo. Boi cavalo is a wildebeest. I think it's the name of the animal from the savannah, and literally in Portuguese it means bull horse. Boi cavalo.
Then the answer to the question is yes, they are.
What are the
But
words?
not like in Spanish.
Gender.
Like in
Like in yes, they are. They
Yes,
are.
they are.
I'm sorry.
That's why we those weird stuff that you are using in English, like
Inks.
calling everybody they, them, and
That
all
doesn't work.
Really annoying.
which is good.
It doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't work.
They've already destroyed the language.
All these they them.
Yeah, but not that
No,
way.
In Portuguese.
to be very confusing. To be very confusing. Saying
With the
eu.
accent.
It's fun with the British speakers because I think that they have native English speakers have a tendency to change the gender on things because they don't have gender on words and normally they
That's
put
it.
everything.
That's it. Yeah,
It's funny.
they do. Well, funny relative, but they
Funny.
do.
If you're a
Sometimes,
director, if he's a
sometimes
director, you can make fun of him. It's like ha 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 ha.
you
You're
can't
speaking-
speak.
You are so cute.
You
speaking,
aren't. You aren't Portuguese. Ha ha ha.
ha ha ha.
You make more money. Ha ha ha.
Yeah, you make more money than me, but ha ha ha. És tão engraçado. Não sabes falar a minha língua. Palerma.
Okay, so guys, obrigado.
Obrigada.
Obrigado por terem estado aqui a ver-nos e
Boa, obrigadinho,
até
pessoal.
para a semana e a gente está por aqui.
Vemo-nos no próximo TV Rural.
No próximo, exato. Portanto, como é que era mesmo que isso acabava? Até para a semana e... Não, despeço-me com amizade.
Despeço-me com amizade e reguem os tomateiros.
Então vá. Boa noite.
Tchau.